Once upon a time, in a jungle bursting with every color you can imagine, lived a parrot named Peter. Now, Peter was a handsome parrot, with feathers of emerald green, sapphire blue, and a splash of sunny yellow on his head. But Peter wasn't happy. He spent his days perched on his favorite branch, looking at all the other birds with a heavy heart. He'd watch the eagle, soaring high above the canopy, a tiny speck against the vast blue sky. "Oh, if only I could fly that high," Peter would sigh. "To see the world from above the clouds must be the most wonderful thing." Then, his gaze would drop to the hummingbird, zipping from flower to flower like a tiny, winged jewel. It moved so fast, its wings a blur, and it could hover in midair. "Look at that speed," Peter would mutter to himself, "and it can fly backward. I just plod along. If only I had that agility." He'd watch the woodpecker, its rhythmic tap-tap-tapping echoing through the trees as it expertly drilled into bark to find a tasty grub. Such a useful skill, Peter thought glumly. "All I can do is squawk and repeat what I hear." His biggest envy, however, was reserved for the nightingale. As dusk fell and the jungle sounds softened, the nightingale would begin its song. Its melody was so pure, so beautiful, it seemed to make the very moon and stars listen. All the jungle creatures would fall silent, captivated by its voice. Peter would hide his head under his wing, feeling plain and useless. "My voice is just a loud squawk," he'd whisper. "No one stops to listen to me. They just want me to be quiet." One morning, Peter's friend, a cheerful toucan named Tessa, noticed his gloomy mood. "What's wrong, Peter?" she asked, her big, colorful beak bobbing up and down. "You look like you've lost your favorite mango," Peter sighed. A long, dramatic parrot sigh. "Oh, Tessa, it's just, everyone else is so special. The eagle is majestic, the hummingbird is nimble, the woodpecker is skilled, and the nightingale is a musician. And me, I'm just, Peter, a plain, old parrot." Tessa tilted her head. "Plain? Peter, you're one of the most vibrant birds in the whole jungle. And you're forgetting something very important about yourself." But Peter was too lost in his own sadness to listen. He just shook his head and flew off, determined to find a way to be more like the others. His journey led him to the oldest and wisest bird in the entire jungle, Major Macaw. Major Macaw was ancient, his feathers a deep, rich crimson, and his eyes held the wisdom of 1,000 rainy seasons. He lived at the very top of a giant kapok tree, a place where the air was clear and you could see for miles. Peter found him preening his feathers, looking out over the vast green expanse. "Major Macaw," Peter said, his voice trembling a little. "I need your help. I want to be special. Can you teach me to soar like an eagle, or sing like a nightingale?" Major Macaw stopped preening and looked at Peter with his intelligent, knowing eyes. He didn't laugh. He simply listened patiently as Peter poured out all his frustrations and jealousies. When Peter had finished, the old macaw was silent for a long moment. Then he spoke, his voice calm and steady. "Peter," he said, "come with me." He led Peter to a different branch, one that was laden with large, brown, incredibly hard nuts. "Do you know what these are?" Major Macaw asked. "These are Brazil nuts. The eagle cannot open them with its talons. The hummingbird's beak is too delicate. The woodpecker would blunt its beak trying to drill into this shell." He then picked one up and offered it to Peter. "You try," he prompted. Peter, a bit confused, took the nut in his beak. It was something he did every day without even thinking about it. With a natural, powerful movement, he positioned the nut just right and, crack! The tough shell split open perfectly, revealing the delicious kernel inside. Major Macaw nodded slowly. "You see, Peter, your beak, the one you think is just for squawking, is a marvel of design. It is one of the strongest and most precise tools in this entire jungle. It's designed perfectly for you and the life you live. You can open nuts that no other bird can even dream of cracking. That is your special skill." Peter stared at the broken nut in his beak, then at his own reflection in a dewdrop on a leaf. He had been so focused on what other birds could do that he never once stopped to appreciate what he could do. He had a powerful beak, a built-in nutcracker that gave him access to a food source others couldn't reach. Major Macaw continued gently. The eagle was designed to soar and spot prey from afar. The hummingbird was designed for sipping nectar from deep within flowers. The nightingale was designed to fill the night with song. And you, Peter, were designed to be a parrot. To be strong, to be intelligent, and yes, even to mimic sounds, which is a remarkable talent in itself. Your green and blue feathers are your camouflage and your beauty. Your strength is your survival. A wave of understanding washed over Peter. It was like a cloud had lifted from his mind. He wasn't supposed to be an eagle or a nightingale. He was supposed to be Peter the parrot, and being Peter was actually pretty amazing. Being jealous of another's design, Major Macaw concluded, is like a mango being sad it isn't a banana. Both are wonderful, but they are meant to be different. The true secret to happiness isn't to become someone else, but to celebrate who you are, and to be happy for others and what makes them special, too. Peter thanked Major Macaw profusely. He felt lighter than he had in years. He flew back to his part of the jungle, but this time, he flew with a new purpose. When he saw the eagle soaring high above, he didn't feel envy. Instead, he thought, wow, what an incredible view he must have. I'm glad he gets to see that. When he heard the nightingale's song that evening, he didn't hide his head. He closed his eyes and truly listened, appreciating the sheer beauty of the music. What a gift, he whispered. The jungle is lucky to have her. The next day, Tessa the toucan saw Peter on his branch. He was happily cracking Brazil nuts, not just for himself, but for some smaller birds who couldn't open them. He was chirping cheerfully, and when a group of monkeys swung by, he mimicked their calls perfectly, making them all laugh. You seem much happier, Peter, Tessa called out. Peter looked at her and grinned, a wide parrot grin. I am, Tessa. I realized something important. I have a super-powered beak. I'm a master impressionist, and these green feathers look pretty great in the sunshine. It turns out, being me is the most special thing I can be. From that day on, Peter was one of the happiest birds in the jungle. He still admired the other birds for their unique abilities, but his admiration was no longer tinged with sadness or jealousy. It was filled with joy. He understood that the jungle wasn't a competition. It was a choir, and every single bird, with its own unique design and its own special song, had an important part to play in the beautiful, vibrant melody of life. Thanks for watching our story today. Remember to be proud of what makes you unique, because you were designed to be special in your own way. If you enjoyed Peter's journey, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.